Hello friends, welcome to the bridge connecting the aspirants. If you are watching this video for the first time, do check out my other videos and also please subscribe and share it. It gives me motivation to come up with more cool videos with great content. In this particular video, the focus is on environment, ecology and biodiversity. Environment and ecology has great emphasis and importance in both prelims and mains, but it has more weightage in prelims. Since you know UPSC conducts CSC examination, all civil services like IAS, IPS, IFS, etc. are recommended through civil service examination, and there is another service which is known as Indian Forest Services, IFOS. So this is a separate dedicated service, and the preliminary examination for both these, the civil services and forest services, is common. As you know, the Indian Forest Services needs more emphasis and knowledge about environment and ecology. It is obvious that we can expect more questions from environment, ecology and biodiversity in prelims, because prelims is common for both these services. Clear? So that's why we are going to give more emphasis on environment and ecology. Further, environment has comparatively less syllabus, and within less time with good approach we can secure more marks in prelims. So that's why environment becomes very important for prelims perspective. Clear? So let's get into the video content and see what are the reference books for environment and ecology. First and foremost, let us begin with our basic sources, that is NCERT books. Then we'll move on to different sources. We'll diversify our sources from here onwards. First, in NCERT books, I have already discussed about this particular book, 6th class book, The Earth and Our Habitat, in geography video. I'm providing the link for geography video as well. So please go through it. So here there is a great detail in 8th chapter of the book. So please read 8th chapter. It discusses about Indian climate, vegetation and wildlife. All of them are important for environment and ecology. So that is the chapter you have to focus from this book. Now moving on to the next standard, 7th class book. The name of the book is Our Environment. While discussing the geography, I have emphasized the contents of this book. So except chapter 2 and 3, all other chapters are important for environment. In this particular book, it discusses about air, water, environment and different climatic setups like tropical, subtropical regions and temperate grasslands and lifestyles there, what is the climatic conditions there, etc. are discussed in the 7th class book. All right, now moving on, from 8th class to 10th class, please cover all science books. This I have discussed in science and technology video. I'm providing the link, please go through it. Here the later chapters, the end of the book, there are some chapters which are completely focusing on the environment and ecology. For examples, chapters on pollution, conservation and etc. are discussed here. So please go through those chapters from 8th class to 10th class NCERT books. Alright, now moving on, the next source is 11th class book. The name of the book is India Physical Environment. In this particular book, there are units. You have to cover two units, unit 3 and 4. Unit 3, it deals with climate, natural vegetation, soils, different soils of India and their properties. And next chapter, the unit 4th, it deals with natural disasters and their impact on the environment. So it is also helpful in your disaster management for mains. So please read this chapter thoroughly. Now there is one appendix, appendix 5. In this appendix, all the important national parks of India, national parks are given. Please go through them and do little bit of research using Google and Wikipedia to understand more about these national parks, because directly questions are coming on the basis of national parks. Clear? Now moving on. Next important book is 12th class biology book. This book I have discussed while discussing the science and technology. In this particular book, read chapters from 14 to 16 thoroughly. 14th chapter deals with ecosystem. So it discusses about what is an ecosystem, what are its characteristics, what are biotic, that means alive, abiotic, that means which are not alive, factors and things which are part of the ecosystem. And chapter 15, it deals with biodiversity and conservation. So it is also very important for environment and ecology. Then chapter 16, it completely focuses on the burning issues of environment, that is environmental issues, say pollution or deforestation or soil contamination or water pollution, different pollutions that you can talk of: water, air, soil, sound, light, etc. All of them are discussed in this book. So please go through these chapters 14 to 16 thoroughly and supplement your knowledge with the Google search. Alright, so these are the important NCERT sources. Now moving on, there is a separate source particularly for this environment and ecology. The name of the books are Environmental Sciences and they are published by ICSC. So first and foremost, read ninth class ICSC book Environmental Science. Please cover from page to page. This and along with the 10th class Environmental Science book. These two are very important. They cover lot of aspects with respect to environment and ecology. You can build up your basic knowledge from scratch to the advanced level. Of course, you have to do little bit of research by using Google and extra other internet sources, but these two books, they can do more than sufficient in supplementing your knowledge. So please add these two sources to your book list: Environmental Science, ICSC publication, class 9th and 10th. All right, now these are the standard basic books which covers your static portion of the environment and ecology. Since I'm talking about sense static portion, that means there is dynamic portion as well. Yes, environment changes, the issues of environment changes day to day. So you have to follow good current affairs references. For example, the daily newspaper, you may prefer whatever the newspaper that is most apted to you. I suggest The Hindu. You can go with any other newspaper. And so there are some web sources, important websites that I am going to provide to you. First and foremost, in the description of this video, I will be giving you a link, a Wikipedia link, which has all the treaties and conventions which has happened so far with respect to environment and ecology and biodiversity. Okay, please refer to that Wikipedia link and selectively, do not go with all the treaties, selectively go through them, the important treaties only. I'll make a separate video on those important treaties. Please go through them selectively. So this is one thing. Second source is Ministry of Environment, Forestry, Climate Change. Earlier it used to be Ministry of Environment and Forestry. Because of the emphasis on climate change, it has been added to the name of the ministry. So this ministry provides you with certain reports every year. For example, some of the conservating species and their status will be provided. Like IUCN provides you with the red list. The similar thing is done by the Ministry of Environment as well. So that list, and apart from various initiatives taken by Indian government in conserving the environment and abating the pollution are discussed here. Please go through this web source. It is very, very important. Clear? So these are the additional websites that you have to add into your sources. Now, apart from this, there is one standard book available in the market, as well as it is available in the internet sources as well, the PDF version of it. The name is Shankar IAS Environmental Booklet. Please, if you are not able to spare time to go through all these sources, at least cover this particular book, because this book compiles whatever the information that is there in all of these, including the websites, in this particular booklet. It is little bit of voluminous booklet, but it covers most of the topics. However, here as well you have to supplement whatever the contents of this book with the current affairs. You have to update this booklet with the current affairs. Clear? So please at least follow this book thoroughly. Clear? So this is it, guys. These are the important sources for environment, ecology and biodiversity. So cover all these. If time is not there, if you are not able to spare that much of time, then at least cover this particular book along with the web sources that I have provided in order to supplement your knowledge and update yourself with whatever that is happening in the news. Clear? So this is the content of this entire video. Thank you very much. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you have any queries, please do comment and I'll reply within 24 hours. Thank you for your support, and I'm also giving in the description a link to join Telegram channel. So you can join the Telegram channel and you can get the latest updates and the material for self study. Thank you very much.